Yeah. No, so topic natin today is limits at infinity. No? So consider the function f of x equal to 2x squared over x squared plus 1. No? So gawin natin, so mag-substitute tayo ng values ng x na increasing without bound and value ng x na decreasing without bound, no? So ano po ibig sabihin ng increasing and decreasing without bound, no? So pag sinabi increasing without bound, no? So yung values ng x natin, no? So papalaki, no? Or sobrang laki na ng values ng x. Then decreasing without bound, no? Papaliit, no? Or yung values natin ng x, so sobrang liit na, no? So halimbawa, so values ng x, no, increasing without bound. No? So, halimbawa, start tayo ng 1, then 5, 10, 1,000, no? 10,000, no? 1 million, no? Or 10 million. No? So, substitute natin, no? Or compute for the values of f of x. No? So, yung values ng f of x, so meron kang 1, 1.923, 1.9992, no? Or 1.99999. No? So, yung values ng f of x natin, no, is approaching to 2. No? Kahit sobrang laki niyan, so dagdagan mo pa yan, 100 million. No? Yung values ng f of x natin, no, is approaching to 2. No? Or, sobrang liit naman, no? Decreasing without bound, so negative 5, no? Negative 1, negative 5, negative 50, negative 10 million. So, same value ng f of x yung nakuha natin. No? So, that is approaching to 2. No? So, yun po. So, when x, no, when x increases without bound or x decreases without bound, no, the value of f of x, no, is approaching to 2. No? So, anong ibig sabihin nun? No? So, kahit gaano kalaki, no, yung i-substitute nating values or kahit gaano kaliit yung x natin, no, it approaches a certain number. So that is 2. Or we can say, no, so that the limit of the function, no, 2x squared over x squared plus 1 as x approaches positive infinity. No? So it means it increases without bound. No? The limit of the function is equal to 2. Or, no? So based from this table of values, no? So the limit of the function, no, 2x squared over x squared plus 1, no, as x approaches negative infinity, no? Negative infinity decreases without bound, no? So that is equal to 2, no? So ibig sabihin, no, the limits is at infinity. Or yung x mo, no? Yung x approaches positive or negative infinity. So, ayun po yung tinatawag na limits at infinity. So, yung x approaches positive or negative infinity. No? The next, considering the equation y is equal to x, no? Then the graph of y is equal to x, so ito yun. No? So, napansin natin, no? So when x approaches, no, approaches negative infinity, napupunta doon. So the value of f of x is approaching to 0. No, or sa graph natin, no, yung graph niya, then yung line na y is equal to 0, no, is getting closer and closer to each other. No? So ganun din, no, when x approaches positive infinity, no, papunta naman doon sa kanan, no? So nakita natin, no, that the graph of 1 over x, no, approaches to the 0. No? The graph is getting closer to the line y is equal to 0. No? Pero hindi sila nag-intersect. No? So approaching lang. So we can say that the limit, so limit of 1 over x, no, as x approaches negative infinity, so equal to 0. And limit of 1 over x, no, as x approaches positive infinity is equal to 0. No? So, ito, so tandaan po yan. Limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive or negative infinity. So, that is equal to 0. No? So, when the denominator is replaced by x raised to r, where r is a positive integer, the value of the function approaches 0 much faster. No? So, to determine the limits at infinity, so we have the following additional limit theorem. So if r is a positive integer, then limit of 1 over x raised to r as x approaches negative infinity is equal to 0. Or limit of 1 over x raised to r as x approaches positive infinity is equal to 0. No? So, magagamit natin to. No? So, to compute for the limit of the function, no? When x approaches positive or negative infinity. No, yung C mo is positive or negative infinity. So, paano gagamitin yung theorem? No? So, first step, so kailangan natin ma-identify ano yung x na may highest exponent. No? So, after mo makita yung x with the highest exponent, so di-divide natin yung numerator and denominator, no? By that x. No? So, after mo i-divide, so simplify, then apply the limit theorem. No? Apply natin to. 1 over x raised to r as x approaches negative or positive infinity equal to 0. So, makukompute natin yung limit ng function. No? So, halimbawa, example number 1. So, limit of 4x minus 3 over 2x plus 5 as x approaches positive infinity. No? So, tingnan natin, ano yung value, ano yung x na may highest exponent. No? So, yung highest exponent is 1. No? So, divide natin yung numerator and denominator by x. So, sulat natin. So, limit of, so 4x over x minus 3 over x over 2x over x plus 5 over x, no, as x approaches positive infinity. No? Okay po. Simplify. We have limit of, so 4x over x, so that is
4.
minus 3 over x over 2x over x, so that is 2 plus 5 over x, no, as x approaches positive infinity. No? So, next, so apply natin limit theorem. No? So, we have limit of 4 as x approaches positive infinity minus limit of 3 over x as x approaches positive infinity over limit of 2 as x approaches positive infinity plus limit of 5 over x as x approaches positive infinity. Next, no, so meron tayong 3 over x, limit of 3 over x, and limit of 5 over x. So that is limit of constant times a function. So apply natin yung rule natin doon. So we have limit of 4 as x approaches positive infinity minus 3 times limit of 1 over x, no, as x approaches positive infinity over limit of 2 as x approaches positive infinity plus 5 times limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive infinity. No? Then, so limit of 4 as x approaches positive infinity is equal to Ano po? Limit of 4 as x approaches positive infinity. Limit of a constant.
4.
So that is 4. No? Very good. No? So 4 minus 3 times. So limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive infinity. Apply natin yung 0.
0.
For ito. So limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive infinity. For ito yun. No, limit of 1 over x raised to r as x approaches positive infinity. So equal to 0.
0.
No? So that is 3 times 0 over limit of 2 as x approaches positive infinity.
2.
So that is 2 minus plus 5
5
times
times 0.
0.
0.
0 po.
Limit of the function is equal to 4 over 2. So
2.
that is 2. So the limit of 4x minus 3 over 2x plus 5 as x approaches positive infinity is equal to 2. No? So yun. O next. May tanong?
Wala
Tanong
po.
Wala. So yun lang. Tandaan lang natin. No? So kunin lang natin yung x with the highest exponent. No? So titingnan lang natin doon sa function. No? O next. So limit of 2x squared minus x plus 5 over 4x cubed minus 1. No, as x approaches negative infinity. No? Oh, paano gagawin natin? Ano yung highest exponent?
Cube po.
Cube po. Cube.
3. So divide natin, no? Numerator and denominator by x cubed. No? So limit of 2x squared over x cubed minus x over x cubed plus 5 over x cubed over 4x cubed over x cubed minus 1 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. Equal to limit of 2x squared over x cubed. So that is 2 over x minus 1 over x squared plus 5 over x cubed over 4x cubed over x cubed. So 4 minus 1 over x cubed. No? As x approaches negative infinity. O next. So limit of each term. So limit, no, of 2 over x, no, as x approaches negative infinity minus limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches negative infinity, no, plus limit of 5 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. All over limit of 4, no, as x approaches negative infinity. 8 na, nasulat ko. Negative infinity minus limit of 1 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. No? Equal to. So 2 over x, so that is 2 times limit of 1 over x as x approaches negative infinity minus limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches negative infinity plus 5 times limit of 1 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity all over. So limit of 4 as x approaches negative infinity minus limit of 1 over x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. No? So equal to, so 2 times limit of 1 over x,
0.
0.
minus limit of 1 over x, 0, plus 5 times limit of 1 over x cubed,
0.
0.
over limit of 4,
4.
So 4 minus limit of 1 over x cubed, 0. So the limit of the function is
0.
0. No? So ayun po yung sagot. Ayun po. Itanong?
Wala po.
Wala po. Ano? Naintindihan po?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
O next. The limit of 4x cubed minus 3 over 2x plus 5, no? As x approaches positive infinity. No? So x cubed. So we have limit of 4x cubed over x cubed minus 3 over x cubed over 2x over x cubed plus 5, no? As x approaches positive, 5 over x cubed as x approaches positive infinity. So next, so limit of 4 minus 3 over x cubed over 2 over x plus 2 over x squared plus 5 over x cubed. No, as x approaches positive infinity. So equal to the limit of 4 as x approaches positive infinity minus limit of 3 over x cubed as x approaches positive infinity over limit of 2 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity plus limit of 5 over x cubed as x approaches positive infinity. No? So equal to, no? So limit of 4, no, as x approaches positive infinity minus, no, 3 times limit of 1 over x cubed as x approaches positive infinity over 2 times limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity plus the 5 times limit of 1 over x cubed as x approaches positive infinity. So that is equal to the limit of 4 minus 3 times 0 over 2 times 0 minus plus 5 times 0. So we have 4 over 0, or that is 4 over 0.
Undefined.
Undefined.
4 over 0
Undefined.
is
Undefined, sir.
undefined. No? Undefined. Undefined. No? Or, so that is positive infinity. No? Ayun po. So bakit positive infinity? Bakit positive infinity, sir, yung sagot natin? No? Bakit?
Dahil sa 4 po. Charot.
Dahil sa
Sa limit.
4. O tama 'yon, no? Dahil sa 4, no? Dahil sa 4 and yung x mo is goes through positive infinity, no? Kaya meron tayong positive infinity, no? So next topic, so i-discuss natin, no? Bakit ang 4 over 0 is positive infinity? Yung sagot, no? So this is discuss natin siya next meeting, no? So yun po. So solve natin to. So limits at infinity. No? So limit of 3x plus 4 over square root of 2x squared minus 5 as x approaches positive infinity. No? So, sa given, so nakita natin that the highest exponent is the x squared, no? And x squared is under the radical sign. So, gagawin natin. So, di-divide natin yung numerator and denominator by square root of x squared. No? And square root of x squared is equal to absolute value of x. No? So, divide natin numerator and denominator by square root of x squared. So, we have limit of 3x over square root of x squared plus 4 over square root of x squared all over square root of 2x squared minus 5 over square root of x squared. Now, as x approaches positive infinity. The next, we have limit of 3x over, so square root of x squared is absolute value of x plus 4 over absolute value of x all over. No? So, square root of 2x squared minus 5 over square root of x squared is square root of 2x squared minus 5 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. No? So, then what is absolute value of x? So, absolute value of x, natandaan ko. So, absolute value of x is equal to x. So, if x is greater than 0, then absolute value of x is equal to negative x if x is less than 0. No? So, tandaan ko yung dalawang yan. Absolute value of x is equal to x if x is greater than 0, and absolute value of x is equal to negative x if x is less than 0. So, base natin dito kung ano yung magiging absolute value of x. So, sa given natin, so limits of the function x approaches positive infinity. So, positive infinity, so gagamitin natin ito. The absolute value of x is equal to x if x is greater than 0. So, ibig sabihin, absolute value of x for this limit, so we will use x. So, equal to limit of 3x over x plus 4 over x all over, so that is square root of, so 2x squared over x squared, so that is minus 5 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. Then, apply, simplify. So, limit of 3x over x, so that is 3, plus 4 over x all over square root of 2 minus 5 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. Then, apply limit theorem. we have limit of 3 as x approaches positive infinity plus 4 times limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive infinity over square root of limit of 2 as x approaches positive infinity minus 5 times limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. So substitution theorem, no? So limit of 3 as x approaches positive infinity, that is 3, plus 4 times limit of 1 over x as x approaches positive infinity, so 0 over square root of limit of 2 as x approaches positive infinity, so that is minus 5 times limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. So 3 plus 4 times 0 over square root of 2 minus 5 times 0. So that is equal to 3 over square root of. So that is the limit of the function. So limit of 3x plus 4 over square root of 2x squared minus 5 as x approaches positivity. So equal to 3 over square root of 9.